Good morning and welcome to a Love Ambassador morning. I so appreciate these opportunities to connect and hear a little bit of what you're grateful for, focus on what I'm grateful for, try to dig into the things that I might be taking for granted and bring them into consciousness so we can magnify our appreciations and our gratitudes and our thankfulness. Thank you. Good morning. I am John Halcyon-Stin, and I'm looking forward to spending the next 10 to 20 minutes with you, sharing gratitude and remembering that we are not alone on this wild human journey. So if you're here, say hello. It is First Saturdays, so I will be heading to First Saturdays momentarily, the outreach we do for people without homes and people who are in shelters and people that just have needs. So we'll be distributing clothing and food and care packs in a few hours. You're welcome to join us in San Diego if you'd like. You can reach out and I'll give you that info, or you can look up facebook.com/helpthehomeless for the info. Good morning, Gerbot. Oh, every morning we like to start with a song. And if you know the words, that's crazy, but please sing along. It's all about the things that we like. It's about a new train, a doll, or a bike. It's about the things that lift our attitude. And if we get together, we swell with gratitude. It's love morning. It's love morning with you. It's love morning. This is what we do. Good morning. Welcome to Love Morning. I thought that was pretty good right there. The melody and the words are improv every day. So, thank you. Good morning, Faith. Faith is grateful for my wonderful son who just turned 16. That's gotta feel good and scary. Well, feeling your love from Florida, sending love to you and your son. Bravo, Mom. Hello, Julie. Happy Saturday to you. Happy Saturday. It is a glorious Saturday in San Diego. I'm feeling great. I'm really excited. It's like the biggest first Saturday of the year. We always partner with a number of student organizations. They join us, but once a year, LoveWorks join us, which is this incredible group of people with T Love and Tim Clark and a lot of people involved with the Foamy Homies. And they bring a barge that plays music during our event, and then they go off into the street and they hand out bags that they've been collating and putting together down into the streets of San Diego. If you are just thinking, I would like to do some service act today in San Diego, but I would also like to be laughing and partying and dancing, have I got the thing for you. You can join us today. Good morning, Juan. Good morning, Angel. Good morning, Faith. Oh, sorry, I meant thank you for the awesome song appreciation. And also good morning. I didn't mean to retract my good morning. It is a good morning. I'll get to it in a second. I am in like a puppetry obsession zone. I can't stop making videos. I keep sending videos to my friends with kids and asking them to ask their kids to send questions to so that the Hug Monster changed his name. Did I tell that already? It was Love Monster, and actually I made a video. Maybe I'll play it for you. I made a video explaining why he changed his name. You know what? I think you deserve to see that. All the videos are only like a minute long, or maybe a minute and a half. Well, let's just get it ready in case. There we go. Yeah, it's only a minute.
Hello. I have a favor to request of you. Can you call me a different name? I used to be called Love Monster, and now I would like you to call me Hug Monster. There are lots of reasons why people have different names. Sometimes people feel like a boy and then they feel like a girl, so you could call them Timmy and then you could call them Laura. It's okay. So my name now is Hug Monster. And it may or may not have to do with a large corporate brand already using the name Love Monster, but importantly is that I identify as a hugger. So for now on, I am Hug Monster. That's good to say. Ha ha! What should I call you?
So I've been having way too much fun, and I'm getting such awesome questions from kids now. Enjoy your day, Julie. If you have to head out, enjoy your day. And if you can, before you leave, share something that you're feeling grateful for today. I'm grateful that we get to spend any moments together and remember that people like you are out there. I always feel better about the world after spending time with the people in my neighborhood. So thank you. So I last night had a 45-minute video call with Asher, and 95% of it was as Hug Monster. Now, normally, if Asher and I have a video call, pretty quickly he's distracted and he starts to play with these filters on the computer. So he sees himself with things on his head and turns him into funny faces, and so we giggle about that, which is great. But it's different when we're hanging out in person. We can engage, but through the video it's tough. But as a puppet, we were talking for 30 minutes straight, And then when I came back on camera because my arm was getting tired, he quickly got bored. I was like, okay. Thank you, Gerbot. Yeah, I feel like I'm in the zone with the puppet. Like another one, a kid asked me, "Why aren't you pink? I thought you were a love monster." And I'm like, and I made a whole little video about you can't judge people by the color of their skin or the color of their fur. Actually, I didn't script it, but I just did a whole. Well, you'll have to see it. I guess I don't want to. I'm just so pleased with myself. I'm enjoying this so much. But you know what? In a second. I'm going to show a little bit of this interaction that I had with Asher. It's kind of fascinating. Angel is grateful for family and friends reaching out during the holiday season. Beautiful. Juan, how old is Love Monster? In mysterious years? That is a great question. I mean, he was born unto me just 2 weeks ago, but he's kind of like you guys watch. We've been watching Rings of Power, and Sauron, the wizard, is kind of reborn, and he's kind of ignorant of the world, but there's a deep wisdom in him. That's kind of like Love Monster. Like, he's really clueless about most things, which actually I had a pretty in-depth conversation with Lisa about this last night, that I think there's something really that works about the ignorance of the puppet engaging with the child, because then the child gets to be the knower. He's explaining things, whereas normally the child is the one being explained to and being told things. And in this dynamic, the puppet is like, wait, what? What is that? How come that works? What? And so Asher is explaining things to me, or to Hug Monster. And it's great. It's super. And it's the same thing. Like, before I started recording last night, we were talking about favorite flavors of Skittles, and I said, purple, is there a purple? He goes, there's no purple. And I was like, wait, no purple candies? Or there's no purple in the world at all? And he kind of was like, if there's, he answered me, but it was kind of like he knew I was intentionally being dense. But when the puppet says, "Wait, there's no purple," he's like, "No, there's purple." There's something really, really works. And then Asher wanted to play all the videos from the YouTube channel to Hug Monster. And apparently, Amy says he's been watching, especially the dance song about the Asher show. He's been watching that over and over and over. Now, hopefully Asher won't have his feelings hurt, because what started as the Asher show, because I didn't know what it was going to be, has become the Hug Monster show, because it's for all the children of the world, although Asher is kind of the co-star of it. I think he's cool with that. Thank you, Gerbot. Yeah, like Lisa's like, it was really like digging in and asked me a question like, so why do you enjoy it so much? And like, it's hard for me to understand. Like it's performance, it's improv, it's something novel. A lot of things that I enjoy doing, I've been doing consistently for a very long time, and I still feel good about doing gratitude, and I feel good about doing morning broadcasts, and I feel good about sharing my life publicly and writing. But I've done that for a long time, and so this kind of new art form that I don't really know what I'm doing, and then I watch the video after I edit it, and I'm smiling. I'm like, I'm enjoying this. I am enjoying the getting into this character and letting this character go, and then watching it later from my own perspective. It's been really fun. I hope it keeps going. I hope it, I would like to get an audience for it, because I'm always biased about my own stuff, but I think it's great. Good morning, Brent. Anyone else have any gratitude to share? If not, I'll play a little bit of me talking with Asher. And oh wait, is that in here? It's not in here. Interesting. I'm also grateful for I have learned something about houseplants in the last few weeks that I can't believe I never knew before. Because I have pretty good luck with houseplants, but there's a certain wild card factor where sometimes plants just die on me and I just can't quite figure it out. And I know it's generally either overwatering or underwatering, not enough light, too much light. But what I have really learned is the importance of getting air to the roots. And I used to always think that when in doubt, a bigger pot is going to be better, because it doesn't dry out as quickly, or, more room for the roots. But did you know that's not true? This blew my mind. That because when you have a ton of soil, it takes longer to dry out, and so the roots often will be too wet for too long. What you really want is just enough, especially with tropicals, just enough soil, and a really chunky soil that's like bark and perlite, so it's not like really aerated soil, so that it frequently dries out entirely and then you water it, dries out entirely and you water it. You want that cycle. Like these big pots that I have now, they won't need watering for 2-3 weeks, and that's not good. I didn't realize that. Whoa, it's like wild to feel like the very basics of plants that I didn't realize. And I'm considered to have a green thumb by a lot of people. Gerbot says, I am enjoying spreading my wings as well lately as I build up my own digital empire with the help of my digital assistants. What? What is involved in your digital empire? Gerbot, also grateful for the good weather this past week as I was commuting on my electric unicycle. That's got to be just magical, zipping around like a superhero. Juan says, Hug Monster may be a way to deliver the Hug Nation to the kids. So when the kids get it, the adults will also get it through their kids. You are brilliant. There, it really is, it's silliness and compassion and humility. Like trying to understand things and having ridiculous, whimsical ideas. Like killingplants.com is a domain I never built out. There's the guy that I've been watching a lot online, he's got a big following. I think it's called Kill Your Plant. I think that's his YouTube channel. He's great. Gerbot says, yeah, I bought the special soil for succulents that is much less dense and it seems to be working well, right? But that not dense, like the cactus soil is good for almost any of the indoor plants that people grow, because most indoor plants are tropical ones like pothos and monstera, and I mean, not all of them, but a lot of the ones that I like the ones behind me, the mother-in-law tongues or snake plants, those ones are much more hardy. Those can handle a lot more. So I'm a little nervous because I'm in the new place. I don't know exactly, this light isn't direct, and it's like, I really don't. It's like, it really does bother me if a plant is not doing well. It's like having a sick child in the house that's sick because you're not keeping the place clean. Dick saying, check out Leca or Hydroton. All right, Leca, Hydroton. Lightweight expanded clay. Oh, yeah, I've seen that. Natasha, I'm grateful for all the plant talk. I'm trying to figure out all of what's right for my plant babies in a new location. Isn't it? It's stressful. It's like finding out, like, okay, I gotta keep my kid healthy, but now I know they're allergic to nuts. So, like, what do I have to make sure that I'm doing right and wrong? Natasha, I apologize for not remembering, but and then you don't have to say it publicly, but I would love, remind me the name of your daughter. Good morning, Hillary. I've been so amazing. I'm so happy with my new home. Today I get to go do First Saturdays. Having so much fun with my my relationship with Hug Monster, the puppet. Dick recommending a daylight bulb. That seems. You know what? That's not a bad idea. What if I like? Can you let those run at night? I don't want them on while I'm here, but I could crank up the light for the monsteras at night. Ooh. Gerbot says, I built my own mail server this week. Also building a life calendar, which represents your life in weeks, which is a powerful way to look at the time we have here. Yes! What's the name of that book? It's 1,000 Weeks or something like that? The Immortal's Guide to Productivity. That's not the exact name, but something like that. It's an incredible book about philosophies that help you get your head around preciousness of time and productivity and things like that. Okay, Lenore, is it Lenore and Janet? Okay. Thank you. They need light. Okay. All right. This is all helpful. Thank you. My nephews are great. The oldest just went back to college. He's in his first year at Boulder. The youngest is super into poker and cooking. He's awesome. Okay, so you run a 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. daylight. All right, all right. Now, I'm in front of a huge window right here. And we have a whole wall of window. So it's not like I'm struggling with light. I'm just trying to. I do recognize that some of the plants, like the monsteras, kind of I think go apeshit when they get like significant light. All right, this is helpful. Are you up for hearing just a little bit of the conversation that I had between Hug Monster and Asher? I think it's really interesting to see the way that Asher interacts with him, and then he calls me out on like, "Hey, Bada, I know that you're talking," but then we keep going. It's fascinating, I think. So I'm just gonna play a little of that. Feel free to continue having chat conversation about what we're grateful for, or ask questions about anything we've been talking about. All right.
What's up, Asher?
I'm good.
You look good. Do I smell skillets? Is that skillets I smell on your breath?
It's Skittles.
Ols.
I'm pretty sure it's 2 L's or 3 L's. I don't know.
I wonder if they're sweeter if they have more L's. I like them sweeter, but they're never quite as sweet as my favorite food.
Syrup.
Yes! Do you have syrup? Do you have any with you? I would like to trade some syrup for this pencil. Will you trade some syrup for this pencil?
I would if I had any syrup.
I appreciate that. I knew I could trust you as being my syrup trading friend.
Also, I know I can see your face talking.
What? Me?
Yeah, I know.
Listen, Bada, you need to stop talking while I'm talking. I am having a conversation with Asher. Okay, I'll give you guys some space, okay?
I know you're talking. I know your voice is Lachman's voice.
What? That is a deep philosophical thing you just told me. So you're saying that the voice in my head and the thoughts that I share are coming from somewhere else. Whoa.
Yeah. Whenever you lift up your hand, I see a string under your hand. I see it right there.
Monsters generally do have strings. This is very common amongst my friend group.
Do you have any friends in here?
I thought you were my friend.
I mean, like any friend in the house.
Oh, Bada's my friend. Bada's my friend, but he sometimes tells me I can only have a little bit of syrup.
You know what you can do if he says you can't have a lot
He's like
of
whispering
syrup?
to the puppet.
What should I say? What can I do?
Just instead of water for, like, if you have any shower,
Yeah.
put it into syrup, and then you can eat the shower. And whenever he comes in, you can turn it off.
Oh my goodness gracious, this is such a good idea. A shower syrup I can turn on and off. I want a shower syrup I can turn on and off.
Make a law in showers can only be made with syrup.
I would like to elect you as the mayor, president, ruler, so I could have a law like that. I like that law. Good job.
But
Yeah.
that would never work because they'll have to remove all the water towers and replace them with syrup. And that will take like 100 winters. It's impossible.
Oh. And then what would we do if there was a fire and we had tried to put it out with syrup? That would be, well,
That would just make it even worse.
what if we had pancake batter and then we threw that on the fire and then we could put the syrup on the pancakes?
That would just make the fire light. Do you know syrup is flammable?
Oh.
Syrup is actually flammable because there's sugar in the syrup.
Oh, that sounds like
Yeah.
a dangerous suggestion. Maybe.
Before syrup is actually syrup, you have to boil it, and that's how you make it that sweet.
Oh my gosh, I am so loving this. So he's explaining to me how to make syrup, and uh, it's so much fun.
So it's like sugary or something.
What?
So flammable.
It doesn't come out of a tree like syrup? I didn't know that.
Comes out of a tree. And maple syrup is like the only syrup, unless you go applesauce syrup.
Oh, see, this is good to know because I've been licking a lot of trees and they do not taste anything like syrup.
Only maple trees that winter can get sap. A tiny hole in the tree of a
Okay, I will return to so fun, you know. He's like he leans in close to tell me what I should do, what the puppet should do. You should make a shower where the syrup comes out of the faucets. Roar! Yes, freaking love that. Yeah, and then he determines that if we to fill all the water towers with syrup, it would take like 5 winters, and it's just not realistic. So much fun. Ooh, syrup sandwiches. I will look that up, Dick. I've been. We have an original song that we've been using for our intro and outro that I made with Suno, but I will look into. I'd love to get more syrup songs. I just put a screenshot somewhere, and I used some like Sugar song by Flo Rida or something. Good morning, Luann. I love that Asher says, Bada, I know it's you talking. And then once I'm out of the frame, he keeps talking to Hug Monster. It's so much fun. Anybody else have any gratitude to share or suggestions for things I should do? One thing I'm trying to figure out right now is I started the channel on YouTube as for kids only, and then Gerbot pointed out that you don't get notifications of new videos that way, and there's also no comments. So I think it recommends more kids videos to other kids videos, but I'm trying to figure out if that's worth it, you know? And because there is kind of like it's like Muppet Show. It's for kids and it's for adults. So I don't know what the best way to maximize it. I don't know. My failed attempts about becoming a biodad gave birth today. That sounds like a successful attempt. I don't know what that means. Garrett says, brace yourself, Sora is coming. Sora, is that what I just said? No, I said, is that what I've been using? Yeah. It's the new versions of the upgrade of Sora is so good. Natasha says, maybe you don't need to maximize it. Maybe it's just for Asher. Well, the thing is, I mean, you're right. That's totally, that's possible. But I've been enjoying connecting with like all the kids in my life, which is why I asked for Lenore's name, because I recorded videos for a bunch of kids and sent them videos, and I've been just really enjoying that. But you're right. That's a good. I should keep checking in and seeing if it's more valuable as as it began as like an Asher show thing. Oh, I see what you mean, Dick. Got it. You are a potential donor. Dick says 2 channels. Sub-edit the kid thing. Okay. Omega Kermit. Well, I mean, like, there is definitely there is a, sometimes Hug Monster does have interactions that are adult, but I wouldn't put it on that channel. Like when he's talking about fisting and fist bumping, that's just for us. But I also, like, I made a video that the joke in it was totally for adults. I made a video where I was disclosing that as Hug Monster, I receive financial compensation from the syrup company, even though I would endorse them even without that. And I made a kind of a like I was called out and I had to make an apology video. And I think it's funny, but it's only for adults. Like Lisa watched it. She's like, the kid's not gonna get that. I'm like, okay. So I was thinking of maybe having like, it's not offensive to a kid, but like having a band on it, like instead of red band, like a wiggle band, which means, or a gray band, which means it's parents, kids. It won't offend a kid. It's fine for a kid to watch if he just likes to watch a puppet move and talk. But the joke would be for adults. Natasha's saying, as a kid's account, you won't be able to maximize, but you can add other kid friends to that account, and then they are connected and can see your stuff. I got to figure out that out, because the YouTube channel says that, if people are watching kid stuff, that it will be suggested to other kid stuff, which they say that they recommend doing that, but I'm like, well, what is it limiting? Sora's OpenAI's prompt to video. Oh, right, sorry. These so many made up nonsense words. Suno is the audio that I've been using, yes. Yeah, it's going to be trippy when we have the ability for everyone to have Hollywood cinematography and graphics and junior high level storytelling. Juan says that monster needs to see the world. It feels like the personality of this monster is grand. So like Asher's his best friend, clearly, but Asher and that's part of it is they can do stuff together. It can be a project that they can work on together. Oh, Lenore found a video that Janet made on her own. All right. Ooh, Omega Kermit killed Elmo on cam once. Whew. Well, anyone else have any gratitude? I wonder if there's possible that hey, Hug Monster, do you want to just come say hi? Okay. Oops, what's going on here? What? Can I start? Yeah. Well, good morning. It is wonderful to see everyone. Do I look different? Because now that my name has changed, I feel more of myself. I feel like I've always been Hug Monster. I just didn't have permission to be me. So this is me coming out. I'm Hug Monster. Dick asking, what are you asking? This is not what it says on the screen. Juan did not say this. Juan says, this monster needs to see the world, and the world needs to see him. Yes, let's go see the world. Will you take me? My legs are very weak. Sure, I'll take you.
Okay, Dick asks, does he have a, what does that say, penis? Oh, no, it says, does he have a nemesis? What's a nemesis?
A nemesis is like a rival, like someone that you is against you, like that you're always fighting against.
Fighting? I'm Hug Monster. I don't fight against anyone.
I mean, there are some people that are always like trying to get, in my business or slow me down. Like my brother Steve, he's always been trying to, trip me, and sometimes he shaves me. And when I was younger, he would sometimes pour honey on me, which you would think I would like because I like syrup so much. But it's the distinction between syrup and honey is, I could talk for a long time. But yeah, Steve, my brother, is kind of my nemesis. People think that because he's pink, you met my brother, yes? Yeah, I've met Steve.
Yeah, Steve is pink. So people think, oh, sure, he must be warm and fuzzy. And I mean, partially. I mean, he is fuzzy, but he is a jerk. So you can't judge a book or a puppet by the color of its skin or the color of its fur. Anyway, I am grateful for the call I had yesterday with Asher and our plans to run for office in the future. And although I can't be president because I was born in Spain and I am an immigrant, so I guess not. I guess local elections only for me. But I definitely want to live somewhere where there are maple trees. Oh. Angel's asking, what's your favorite type of syrup? Wow, that's like saying, what's your favorite type of air? It's all pretty good. But no, seriously, I contractually have to say that my favorite syrup is Monster Fuel. It is the best. They harvest only from happy trees, and it's delicious. It is 6 times sweeter than the average syrup. It eats through the palate of most humans, but it is the best for puppets. It's delicious. Monster Fuel. Get yours today. Good question. Dimitri's here. Hey, Dimitri. Grateful for you. Let's see, any other. Oh, Andrew's here, and he says, grateful every morning for shelter, food, clean water to drink, friends, my pets, and the people who love me. It means I am more fortunate than 95% of people on the earth, and I think it allows me to share that luck as best I can. I like that a lot. I was reading the birthday message that Lisa wrote for John on his birthday. It popped back up in Facebook feeds because someone didn't realize it was old. But I was rereading it, and there was a really nice thing that Lisa said about how John is aware of his privilege and uses it responsibly to be good in the world. And it made me feel a lot better about letting John put his hand up my ass all the time. Dick asking, what's the Grinch's vibe? Oh man, that guy gets such a bad rap because he's he's got trauma, He's got trauma. And we gotta give people time and space, hold space for them so that they can work through their stuff and just know that they are loved. And but we do probably need to take his dog away from him. That dog needs to be rehoused for sure. Yeah. Natasha is grateful for my house, warm and cozy, and the ability to cook some stuff to nourish half of the family. Oh no, the other half of the family has to starve? While we wait to pick up the other half from the airport after a canceled flight last night. Oh, that makes more sense. That is a better thing to admit publicly than forcing half the family to not eat. That sounds like a Dickens story or something. Tiny Tim is not allowed to eat when she goes to Natasha's house. Okay. Oh. Look, a syrup of the month club sounds like a really good idea, but it's kind of like when you do like those hot sauce packets, like you get for holidays and it's got like 12 kinds. You don't really like any of them. It's just kind of a novelty, or like 12 types of beer, but you would not like drink those all the time. I think that's how it would be with syrup. I mean, I would certainly go to a syrup tasting. Dude, let's have a syrup tasting. Like hot ones, but for puppets. Let's do that. Yeah, that's a great idea. Okay. Thanks, Dick. Okay. I'm feeling like maybe John is getting a little neglected feeling. Am I picking up on that?
A little bit. I mean, I feel like it's getting late. I do got to do a few things before Saturdays.
For Saturdays, yes. Oh, yes. So I am grateful for a chance to talk to you, and I am surprised how much fun it is to get into character. Sticky ones! One thing that I'm struggling with is my inability to smile. I'm trying to practice. Okay. Love you!
Well, that was a treat. Thank you for joining us, Hug Monster. And I'm sure over time I will build up my shoulder muscles so that I can do that for even longer. I have so much fun. I don't know. I didn't know this was who I was. I didn't know I was a puppeteer. It still feels weird saying that. I need to practice more. My friend Nonsense Man, he recommended watching old Muppet shows and just to learn more about the ways that you can emote and using a puppet. So that would be good to have a Sticky Ones parody with like a whole interview show between me and Hug Monster. Oh my god, that'd be awesome. Oh, Michael's saying, surprised that Hug Monster didn't want to join us for hugs. You're so right. It really just that Hug Monster's arm was tired and he needed to take a little break. But I think it is time for us to close with a hug. And so, hey, Hug Monster, you want to join us for a hug?
Of course!
Okay, so let's get you. So wherever you are, hug the body you're in or the body you're with. And let's be grateful for our bodies, our minds. Let's have forgiveness for our thoughts and just appreciation for all of our opportunities, all of our blessings, all of our privilege, all the love in our life. Take a moment to just be connected to all those that have been in this space with us for this morning, knowing that there's beautiful, funny, silly, loving people all over the world. And that the more that we can shine that way in the world, the more people feel they have permission to be that way as well. So let's feel ourselves deputized as love ambassadors and share this light with the world. But first, let's feel connected. Take a deep breath in and squeeze. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and all of you love ambassadors, thank you for being here for this love morning. Thank you. Have an incredible day.